What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Journey Apparel TV. Man, it's been a while since my last video. I do apologize for being MIA from the channel, and the reason for that is because at the time that I posted my last video, I realized that as a shop, as a home-based custom apparel printing shop, we were running into a little dilemma. When I say we, I'm talking about my right-hand man, who is my wife. We realized that we were turning down a lot of projects from some of our clients, and a lot of them were returning clients because of the simple fact that we didn't have the equipment necessary to perform some of the tasks that they wished that we could deliver to them. So I stood upon it for a few weeks, and that job that I talked about in previous videos that I didn't like and that I ended up quitting before I started doing custom apparel printing from home, I ended up going back to it for the simple reason that the one thing that job does have is the flexibility for me to go and make more money in less time compared to other jobs out there. And the reason behind that was because we really wanted to grow as a shop and be able to offer more services, more styles of printing, more methods. And sorry, that's my baby boy in the background. And I just got fed up with saying no. I got fed up with being limited in the stuff that we could do. I got fed up with turning down all these projects that were coming our way. And I realized that in order to grow, something had to be done. So that's going to be my first bit of advice from me to you, is if right now you're in a situation where you don't like what you're doing and you'd rather wake up every morning doing something else, don't look at it as an obstacle. Use it as a step ladder to help you get from where you are now to where you want to be. Cool. So sometimes you just got to do it. You just got to man up or woman up and get it done. So that's what we did, and we're very fortunate, very blessed. We these past few months have been a period of a lot of growth, and we were able to accomplish our goal and acquire more pieces of equipment, and now we can offer a lot more things to our clients. We've gone from printing just t-shirts and sweatshirts, hoodies, and hats to being able to print on wood, ceramic, glass. That's gonna take you as a business to a whole new level, and expand your the service that you can give. So without further ado, today's video we're going to talk about the methods that we use here at Journey Custom Apparel. A lot of you out there have little kids. You have babies that are starting to crawl or starting to walk. My wife and myself, we have a baby son. He just turned 1 year old 2 weeks ago, and he's at that stage where he's trying to walk around and grab everything that he can get a hold of, right? So our setup here is designed with him in mind. We have to keep a clean, safe work area for us as a business, but we also have to maintain a safe environment for him. So everything that we do here is pretty much child-proof. We watch every single thing that we do. We make sure our area is clean at all times. And one of the things that we try to do here at Journey Custom Apparel is work hard and get our work done efficiently and on time, and that will avoid for us to have a bunch of storage here in our home. We believe in keeping everything clean and getting everything out the door in a timely manner, and if we can, surprise our customers and deliver their goods, their finished products a lot sooner than they expected. And that will help us to maintain our goal here, to keep the area clean and safe and not have a bunch of stock here. We don't want to have a bunch of boxes stacked up here in the living room. So today we're also going to talk about the methods that we use here and the equipment that we use. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a guide, like a buyer's guide on what you can get or what you need to perform a certain task or to produce a certain style of printing. Like I said before, there's many ways to print a t-shirt, and today we're going to look at the methods that we use here. Let's see, we're gonna go from just your basic most the type of printing method that everybody is recommended to start with, which is heat transfer vinyl. We're gonna talk about that and how you can go from there to scaling up to being able to offer a full color designs, full color print on your garments. And you'll be able to go from doing a one color application to being able to produce stuff like this, which is full color. If you look at the roses underneath, this is actually one of my designs. And you'll see it's just basic line work, and then I included some roses at the bottom, and I'll talk about more about this design later on. But I wanted to go for that old school kind of tattoo art style of print. So we'll talk about how you can go from single color, starting to add more colors, and all the way to full color. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video for a minute. I'm gonna get behind the camera so we can start looking at everything that we do here. And I want to say in advance, thank you to everybody who sticks until the end. And stay tuned. You know, we're gonna today's just gonna be a sort of a brief overview about each method that we use here. And upcoming videos, we're gonna go in depth into each method and how to take it from a design in your head to a final finished product, a finished t-shirt or whatever it is that you're trying to do. Cool. So thank you again for joining us today, and let's get to it. Alrighty guys, welcome to Journey Custom Apparel headquarters. This is where all the magic happens. This is where we go from a simple idea all the way up to a finalized printed garment. Everything that you see here is the product of countless hours of research, which I recommend that you do before anything. Just, you know, take a look at your area where you plan to do this type of work from, and then see what can be accommodated into your own personal work area. We did a lot of research before buying anything, because the last thing that you want to see happen to you, because I've seen it happen to other people, is you know, you have a little money to spend, you go out and just buy equipment, only to find out that you don't want to deal with the learning curve, because everything comes with the learning curve. And then you find yourself trying to sell the equipment that you bought because you couldn't make it work, or you didn't want to take the time to learn how to use it. I've seen that happen to people, you know, and it's a waste, because no matter how new your equipment is, you're not always going to get what you paid for it back. You know, you're not going to be able to recuperate your investment. Which on the other hand, if you do your research first and learn how to use what you plan to buy, the stuff pays for itself. This heat press here, it paid for itself within the first month. Within the first month after I purchased it, I was able to. After I bought this press, I printed about 1,000 shirts on it within, you know, a month after purchase. So it paid for itself right there. I was able to cover the cost with that single job for this press and this press over here, which our business runs off of two main ingredients: heat presses and digital designs, which means that we start off a design on the computer, and then, you know, we decided what material we're going to use to create the print, and then we finalize by applying with heat presses, which we have two of. This other press right here, this is the Stahl's Max Hat Heat Press, and this one we use it for printing on hats, as well as for printing custom neck labels with our client's own personal brand and the inside collar of t-shirts. And this one here, the 15 by 15 inch, we use it for printing on the sleeves, on the fronts, or the backs of t-shirts, on the sides, whatever, you know, whenever a flat surface is required. You don't have to have the most expensive heat press, but I recommend that you do aim for buying a pretty decent heat press, because those most budget heat presses, that the most inexpensive ones that you can find, for example, on Amazon, they're not consistent with the heat and the pressure, which means that after applying a graphic onto a garment, you run the risk of that graphic cracking or just becoming a mess after the first few washes. When you print a garment, you have to give that guarantee to your client that they can wash it at least 15-20 times and their graphic is going to stay on there. vibrant and full of color as it was when you handed it to them, brand new. So the two main ingredients for our business are digital designs on a computer applied with the heat press, which heat press is the other ingredient. These desks, all the machines that you see here are sitting on these desks that we purchased from IKEA, and depending on what configuration you want to bring into your work area, you can get these desks at IKEA anywhere from about $130 to $250. For example, this setup here was the most expensive one out of the two. This one has 1 and 2 drawer cabinets with the tabletop. This one was about $250, and this one here, which is only 1 drawer cabinet, and on the other side you can't really see it, but there's only 2 legs. There's not another drawer cabinet. That one was 180, I believe, and with that middle post right here for support, and they both have this post right down the middle of the tabletop, which is part of us keeping it safe for our son. Now, if you notice, this is the work area right here, and see those boxes right there in the corner, right there? That's all the storage that we have in our home. We don't want to have more than that, and that's why I was mentioning earlier in the video that we try to get everything out the door, you know, as fast as we can, while maintaining quality and the promise to our customer that they are receiving that quality. So other than the computers and the heat presses, we also own a Silhouette Cameo vinyl cutter, and that one we use for when we print designs with the heat transfer vinyl. And we recently went full color from inside our home with this bad boy right here, which is one of the 2 pieces of equipment, brand spanking new, that we just acquired. Which the reason why I went back to that one job. This is the Sawgrass SG400 sublimation printer, and this one over here, that's the Canon IX6820. This is just a standard inkjet printer, and in future videos I'll go ahead more in depth of what each one can do. Overall, we've invested about I want to say $3,000 on everything that you see here. No, make that $4,000 on everything that you see here, and everything has more than paid for itself with all the work that we've done. Basically, the most important thing that I recommend that you do when you start off is do your due diligence and do some research. You know, I'm gonna do my best in my videos to cover, you know, most of the stuff, most of the frequently asked questions out there with regards to this type of business, to help you guys out, you know, to see what you guys can bring into your home if you plan to work from home, and if you plan to work from anywhere else, I mean, even better, you know. So here I have the 2 computers going. I got on the one on the right, I got a design going, new design that I'm working on, which I'm gonna bring out a printed garment with that design out for sale as one of my own designs. Another thing that I recommend, having said that, is there's a lot of you guys that are really good artists. I recommend that you bring that talent into your business, because that's gonna set you apart from a lot of other people trying to do this kind of business. We do most of our own artwork, and when I say most, I mean sometimes a client will come to us with already with artwork, and that's their ideas, you know, that's their work. They probably paid a graphic designer to design it for them prior to coming to us for print. But for our designs, or for many of our other clients, we do create the artwork, and that really gives us an upper hand, I believe, because we are able to produce everything from in-house, which means more money in our pockets, and we just create that relationship, that more extended relationship with our clients, that they will have the comfort to come with us with anything that they need, and we can get it done for them, you know. Like I said, it's been about $4,000 that we've spent creating this setup, and it's more than paid for itself. Actually, you know what, $4,000 not including this laptop here. This is the Lenovo Yoga 720. This is a touchscreen tablet style laptop, which I have it kind of folded in half right now. That one I purchased last year when it was a fairly new model to the market, and I paid about $1,500 for that one. So overall I spent about $5,500 for everything that you see here, but still it's more than paid off for itself. Having said that, I will mention this. This, like anything else, requires time. It requires an investment of time for the learning curve and a monetary investment, because, you know, quality equipment will create quality results for your clients within your business, and that's what you want. You know, you want to keep your clients coming back to you because they know that you produce quality work, and that's one of our main efforts here. For every single project is to deliver quality, and not only that, but we also do our best on the customer service side, with regards to, for example, when there is an issue with garments, we work quickly to resolve it for the client, and if we can help the client out and it's within our reach, then we can go from there. For example, not too long ago we had a client that was in a tight situation as far as deadlines with one of his clients, and I offered to take care of the whole delivery process for him, and he was really appreciative of that. So that kind of stuff is what sets you apart, you know. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That's going to be it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for upcoming videos. You know, the point of all this is to help you grow, and as you grow, I grow myself, you know. So stay tuned and just stick around, man. I'm sure you'll learn something. And if you have suggestions for upcoming videos, please don't hesitate to let me know. Peace.